Hi, and this is Tami Fox. Welcome to the 5th day of decluttering in our homeschool. We have been working our way through our school materials that we use this year. We have decluttered where we store our school supplies. We've decluttered where we keep our books that we use every day. And I've decluttered where the craft materials are kept. So, day 5, I'm going to take a look at my bookshelves in the house. And right now we're in my living room. And this is one of my bookcases, and I have mostly history books and reference books on this bookcase. So they're not used a lot, but when we do want them for reference, I want them handy. So I have them set up in the living room where we can easily find them. With history, I've divided them up by topic. So they're pretty much set up chronologically. I have them basic resources at the very top, for an overview of history, whether it's world history, American history. And then I have the different time periods, ancient history, the Middle Ages. Then we go into the inventors and explorers, Christopher Columbus, early America. Then we move into World War I, World War II, and then modern times. So all of that is up here on this bookcase. And down here at the bottom are just basic resources, dictionaries, reference books, and that type of thing. So it's not a very complicated system, but it works for me. And then I have another bookcase on the opposite side from here, and that's where all my biographies are. So this is pretty much the history area, and that makes me happy because I know where to send them to find books that deal with history. In the boys' room, I have another bookcase, and that is more of my children's reading books and science. Then I have a bookcase between my living room and the kitchen, and that is more of my kind of books that I use. My cookbooks, my photo albums, Bibles, Bible reference books, and those type of things. So we know where to go when we need one of those kind of books. The rule is we can keep however many books fit on our bookshelves. So if they don't fit on the bookshelves, I've got to make room. So at this time of the year, as I'm closing out of school year, I will look through the titles on these books and I'll say, we've not used this resource in 2 or 3 years. Do I need to let it go and bless someone else? Or I look at it from the aspect of, well, in history, it's a 4-year cycle for us. Are we getting ready to cycle back into a time period of history? Do I have the resources I need for that? Have I loaned some out that I need to find? So this is my time to start reviewing what I have, what I need to get. So I want you to think about how your bookshelves are set up in your home. Do you have them set up by topic? Do you just have them stuffed in different areas? Or do you have so many books that are just in piles? So I want you to think about how to organize them to make them easier to use and not take over your home. If your entire house is lined with bookshelves and you feel like you live in a library, you might consider if you can let some books go. In my kitchen, I had a bookshelf that we used pretty much for the whole school year in terms of biographies, other books we were using for reference, and it was full. And I decided I wanted to use that shelf for another purpose. So I spent one entire school year going through that shelf, decluttering, giving away books, or finding different places to put them in the house. So I did declutter an entire bookcase over the course of a school year, just a little at a time. It is possible. So I want to encourage you that you don't have to have books everywhere in your house, but set them up where they're accessible and usable for you and your family. Let me know how you've enjoyed this week. I've had fun getting things cleaned up and ready to go for my new school year in 2 months, and I'm not going to be stressed out when it's time. Tell me what you're doing to make things easier so you have a peaceful transition into your new school year. You can email me at tammy@tamifox.com or go to my website, tamifox.net. And I hope you have a wonderful summer. Think about what you want to teach in the fall and start looking at your books. Make your list. Go ahead and start ordering. It doesn't take much time if you do it a few minutes at a time. But if you wait until the week before you start school to order books, see what you have, and declutter, you're going to be stressed. So let's have a fun start to our new school year. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video series.